So here's my DNA map. My mom was born in Everett, Massachusetts on a trip, but she lived in Denmark. My dad was born in London, England. They both emigrated to Toronto, Ontario, where I was born. So I thought I had a Danish, British, and German ancestry. Then in 2017, I did my map, and it revealed everything but the white area I have genetic relations to. And if you see right here, I'm missing numbers in those columns, meaning I'm biologically immortal, and those are the king's markers, the king's DNA. So I'll just show you here. As I look like Marcus Aurelius, I look like quite a few Roman emperors. And this is the Canadian government aging me right now. This is how I looked in January 2nd, 2025. And this is how I look today. Go here, back here. So I look like Edward VIII. I'll show you some other ones that I haven't showed before. I look like Allah, Muhammad the Prophet. Frederick III looks like my dad. His son looks like my mom. His wife looks like my mom. I look like Emperor Meiji. See, and there's some other ones that I haven't shown yet. And here is the German Empress, who looks like my mom, Victoria. And this is my daughter. And this is what the Empress looked like when she was a child, which looks like my daughter. My daughter once again, when she was younger. And let's see. And here's Charlotte Mecklenburg-Strelitz. I believe she had kids with Captain James Cook. So me and Meghan Markle would have relations, distant relations. I believe I'm Brad Pitt's fifth cousin and Angelina Jolie's third cousin. Let's see. And here's Prince Philip. Let's see. I'm going to do this right now. So this is him when he's 15 or 19 or so. And I'll show you what I look like when I was 19. This is what I look like. That's what I look like at 19. So once again, this is what Prince Philip, I believe I have closer relations than King Charles does to his dad, official dad. His unofficial dad. Well, officially it's his dad, but I don't believe it is. So let's see what King Charles looked like at 19. Let's see what King Charles looked like at 19, because I look an awful lot like Prince Philip at 19. Let's see what King Charles looked like. Let's see what King Charles looked like. King Charles, young man. So there's King Charles right there. So I'll take this picture. So let's see, that's what King Charles looked like. Let's see what his apparent dad looked like. So once again, I look like this. King Charles looked like that. And Prince Philip looked like this. So that's Prince Philip, right? So let's see what his dad looks like. Wow. How come I look more like his dad than he does? Okay, so there's that. And then there's Meghan Markle. And here is Ludwig the First. This looks like my uncle John, and his sister, my Aunt Liz. And this is Ludwig the First and Therese of Bavaria. So my aunt and my mom's brother and sister look like these king and queens from the past. Let's see. And this is the House of Saud. And you can see this looks like me. And this is the Italian king. You can see this looks like me. Here was Field Marshal Colin Campbell. I believe he bedded Queen Victoria. And which resulted in resulted in Victoria, Augustus Victoria, I believe. Let's see. And who's this again? I forget. This is another royal. But this looks like my daughter and my sister. And then once again, this looks like, this is Captain James Cook. My grandmother's name is Ivy Marion Cook. And she told me as a boy that we could be related to Captain James Cook. And this is from Trafalgar Square. When I went there in 2019, I thought, wow, does that ever look like me? And once again, that's what I look like. Let's see. So if you go to www.change.org/technology and sign the petition, you'll see that computer-assisted telepathy is possible in Canada. I'll just show you. Might as well put this in one video here. Let's see, because they deny it. Freedom of thought. Oh, they're making me make typos. I have evolved human biology, so I wouldn't make typos if I wasn't hacked by this technology that I'm going to explain in a second. Like a pigeon doesn't miss when it pecks its beak, right? So I would never miss this. And the Canadian Charter, right? Freedom of thought, right? So not freedom of words, freedom of thought, because they know computer-assisted telepathy is possible. I'll just show you here. Computer-assisted telepathy. YouTube. And you see here, there's several videos about computer-assisted telepathy. Basically, your thoughts are just sounds that we hear inside our head, and scientists have figured out ways to amplify those sounds and hear them remotely. Like I have metallic molars, and they bounce signals off my molars, which highlights regions of my brain, and they're able to, with psychology and neurology, be able to decipher basically what I'm thinking, and what part of my brain. They know the frequency of emotion. I'll just show you right here. Frequency, and they call it frequency because they call people freaks. Frequency of emotions in hertz. So they know it's in hertz. Our brainwaves are measured in hertz, just like a television channel, because they can listen to it. So here's all the different frequencies of emotion. So they could broadcast, if they broadcast shame into your head, you're going to feel shameful. At 200s, you'll feel courageous. You'll feel like Marcus Aurelius. Not Marcus Aurelius, he was 2,000 years ago. I'm Mantastic, Smarticus, Marcus Aurelius. My son, I call him Mantastic Jr., and my daughter Glamourite, because there's Aphrodite, and my daughter's Glamourite because she's going to be glamorous. So let's see what other things here. So let's see. So here is a patent, and it shows that with technology that people are able to implement, like they could have different software installed in their body, and over a cell phone, people could be hacked basically. And that's the U.S. patent. That's the patent number right there. You can search online that patent. And in this analogy, people are able to communicate over a computer. And nowadays with nanotechnology, you don't need any brain implants. And here's some of the technology that they're able to administer. You can see how they have an contact lens that has a camera on it, tooth-enabled biosensors. These are all different biosensors that you could have. And you can watch the full video like that. You just have to Google search this right there. But you'll have to put in my name, because the Canadian government has a censorship bill to stop me from becoming the true king. And here's some of the ways that they're able to remotely administer medication with nanotechnology. Some of the nurses do it at the Sioux Area Hospital, where I'm at now, as well as some of the attendants who don't have any medical training. And nurses aren't nurse practitioners, so they're not able to prescribe medication. They're only able to administer it based on a physician's directive. And so here we go. So this, if you zoom in, you can kind of read this, but you can see where it says Princess right there, Princess Louise. You know, this was a royal invitation that my family went to in 1894, and they bedded a queen at the, like on the back of it, it said Colin Campbell. And when I did a Google search, I came up with Field Marshal Colin Campbell. It was one of the first searches that I came up with. And I'll just show you what he looks like again here. Where is it? Here's Colin Campbell. My mom's brother looks like him. My dad looks like him. I look like him. And he was a field marshal, so he was equivalent to like higher than a 5-star general. He was like the biggest guy in England at the time. And once again, so here's some of the frequencies that they're like this particular weapon right here. They're able to broadcast frequencies in your head, and then pain without injury, so they could cause pain with this. And this one right here, the Russians have a gun that they could send frequencies in your brain, and then mess with your brain basically. This is all known technology. It's no coincidence that they make the diamond ring a girl's best friend, because diamonds, they could see your thoughts. Emeralds, jade, rubies, topaz, all those jewels, they could see your thoughts. So people like the Brits and the Jewish people, the Rothschilds, they make it so a diamond's the girl's best friend, so they could see your thoughts. So in the 1800s, it would take months for mail to get around the world, but the Brits were able to see your thoughts within 10 minutes and know the outcome. That's how come there was an expression that the sun never set on the British Empire, because they knew their thoughts. And Meyer Amschel Rothschild, his son Nathan, I believe, he found out the results of the Battle of Waterloo before the Bank of England did, and he was secretly, well, he was selling his shares officially, but he was secretly gobbling them up. So he ended up owning the Bank of England, and the Rothschilds have been puppeting politics ever since then. That's why there's so many Rothschild species. But here was a German king, and you can see this is my grandfather, and Mao Zedong looks like him as well. That's the German. I'll just show you what Mao Zedong looks like. He was the first communist leader of China. So I'm related to everybody. I'm related to everybody on the planet. There's Mao Zedong. He looks like my grandfather, and I look like Emperor Meiji. I look like samurai, like Miyamoto. How do you spell his name? Miyamoto. Let's see. I'm like a famous Japanese samurai. There we go. Miyamoto Musashi. I'll just show you what he looks like. But I look like him. I look like they routed 350,000 great men and women through my DNA, and then they're disappointed that I'm able to outwit them. You know, I was told by my father that I have. You can see right here, Miyamoto. He looks like me. I'm just gonna take a picture of this. And I was told by my father that we had a light-skinned black man, who I believe was an albino, but Charlotte of Mecklenburg-Strelitz, her father was black, so I have double black. My dad, he tanned very well, and on my mom's side of the family, they had Asian ancestry. Like my grandfather's, my Aunt Liz, I seen her in September, and her skin was super white, and looked like she didn't tan at all. So that's my mom's side of the family is Asian. It has Asian ancestry, and on my dad's side of the family, we have African ancestry, and that's why when you look at my DNA profile, here it is. When you look at my DNA profile, it shows Africa, Asia, South America, North America, Europe, Oceania. Like, you know, my parents were born in different countries. You know, I realized that after, like last year, when I looked at my ex-wife, she looks like my half-sister, so they're going to be related. My half-sister that has 2 kids, like my niece Amanda, her boyfriend or husband, Andy, looks like me when I was in my 20s. And my oldest niece, Nicole, her boyfriend, Thomas, I've never met the guy, but when I seen a picture of him, Nicole looked like my daughter, Kaylee. They were trying to make her look like her, and Thomas looked like me, so they're pretending that I'm black and that I had kids with my daughter. And my half-sister lied about me doing crack cocaine, and she formed me for mental health issues. And I see my thoughts in color. I have a unique skeleton. I'll just show you this stuff. Here we go. So here's regular 1 biology. You can see those indentations right there. And here's my son's biology. He did.
Hi, do you think we can just steal the room for you?
So here's my son's back muscles, and you can see that he doesn't have those indentations, but he'd be technically generation 1.5. And here's my back muscles. I'm generation 2 because I can't mate with myself. So you can see how I don't have any indentations whatsoever on the back. And once again, here's what generation 1 looks like. You can see those indentations right there. And I'll show you mine. And there's no indentations on mine. And I'll show you.
Alright, so this, are you supposed to get after bedtime last night?
Like so, you can see right there, I got a unique skeleton. And then I have 2 pectoral muscles. You can see a muscle right there, and I got a muscle right there. So I got 2 pectoral muscles and
What are you on right now?
so anyways, I just got harassed and by some nurse, and once again, so showing her full public accountability there. So once again, it's crimes against me is crimes against the sovereign, and I'll just show you what she's looking forward to in the future. Right, the doctor, he gave me a different diagnosis than 5 years ago, so he's not competent. And I was told that they hospitalized me on May 5th. They told me that somebody from the community, the doctor, and a family member, they couldn't get their story straight. And then on May 9th, my half-sister wrote a letter. So 4 days after I was hospitalized, they said my half-sister did it. So they couldn't get their story straight. So high treason, Canada. It's 14 years in prison. 14 years in prison. Oh, okay. Eligible. Her Majesty punishable and without parole eligible for 25 years. Right, so that's what she's going to be eligible for. They said some sort of cell phone thing. I was filming myself. Right, I was in a room, and then they kicked me out of a room because they knew I was making this video. And once again, as soon as I'm out of the hospital, I'm seeking asylum. I emailed evolutionary biologists. I didn't include Canada because Canada's hid my evolutionary biology for 47 years. I'm 47 years old, right? And you can't really see it now, but my wrinkles have disappeared in the hospital. I'll show you what it looked like on. Look at my eyes right there, and I'll just show you here. From May 5th when I was hospitalized, I had more wrinkles because when I smoke cigarettes, they gas me and age me. So you can see I have wrinkles right there that I don't have now because and they make me have gray hair. And I'll just show you here. Yeah, she just got mad all of a sudden. And I'll just show you here. But here's the king's DNA. Those are the king's telomeres right there. And I don't have end loops on my telomeres. So I should have matured around 25, and I'm biologically immortal. And I look like Marcus Aurelius, and that gives me claims to all thrones. And once again, that nurse, she tried to set me up. So that's attempt to regicide. That's like trying to kill a king, and that's punishable for 25 years in prison. But the best thing about it is, like I just heard a click in my ear. So the best thing about it is there's this thing called time dilation. So I'm going to be able to hack your brain and make it feel like a Googleplex. A Googleplex is 10 to the power of 100 zeros. So every day is going to feel like trillions upon trillions of years for 25 years for fucking with me, bitch.